Taking a look at this schedule, we get to appreciate the change that has happened in the distribution of the total amounts that we have invested in the collective investment schemes, comparing December 2023 and what it has become 1.5 years down the line to June 2025. The schedule at the top is the distribution of total asset under management in the collective investment schemes, which stood at 215.055 billion as at December 2023, where money market funds were taking control of the highest share of that amount at 65%, standing at 140.773 billion. In the second position in terms of share of that amount was fixed income funds, which accounted for 44.445 billion. And equity funds took a 2.452 billion, translating to 1%, while balanced funds had a total of 2.032 billion Kenya shillings. While the latter category was other funds, and it's important we take note of that. Other funds had a total of 25.351 billion, which translated to a 12% of the total amount, and at collective investment schemes then, which was 215.055 billion. 1.5 years down the line to June 2025, the distribution accounted for a new high, almost 3 times what we had 1.5 years back in 2023 December, and this was 596.343 billion Kenya shillings. And that amount was spread as follows. Money market funds again took the lead with a 62.5% at 372.809 billion. That marking the position of money market funds as the preferred investment, saving and investment vehicle in the market, because the 65% proportion that money market funds accounted for in December 2023 got diluted by only 2.5%, but the total amount sitting in money market funds almost tripled from 140.773 billion to a new high of 372.809 billion Kenya shillings. The fixed income funds in June 2025 have a total of 105.625 billion Kenya shillings, which accounts for 17.7%. And comparing with what fixed income funds accounted for in December 2023, which was 44.445 billion, translating to 21%, that records a dilution of the percentage by 3.3%. But the total amount accounted for significantly increased from 44.445 to 105.625 billion Kenya shillings, almost 3 times. Equity funds got beaten and their percentage diluted by a half, recording a 2.886 billion Kenya shillings compared to the 2.452 billion Kenya shillings in December 2023, recording a slight increase in the asset under management and equity funds, but dilution by 50% of their share in the market. Balanced funds as well took a beating, recording a 1.628 billion Kenya shillings in December 2025, compared to 2.032 billion in December 2023, recording a higher dilution in percentage by 0.7%, which is 70% of what they held, the 1% they held in December 23. And of importance was the other funds recorded in December 2023 with only 25.351 billion Kenya shillings, which accounted for 12%, which increased to a 19% of the close to 600 billion in June 2025. And those are the special funds, which have almost seen a 500% increase from 25.351 billion to a new high of 113.393 billion Kenya shillings. Those are the transitions. The most important observation in these two charts showing the significant increase by amounts that are saved and invested under collective investment schemes, almost tripling from 215.055 billion 1.5 years ago to 596.343 billion Kenya shillings. Most important observation in those two schedules is that in a record 1.5 years, from December 2023 to June 2025, the total assets under management, the amounts saved and invested by individuals and corporates under collective investment schemes almost tripled from 215.055 billion to almost 600 billion, that is 596.343 billion Kenya shillings, significantly showing that most individuals have understood the principle of money working for them. And these can also be collaborated by the significant decline of amounts saved with the banks, which has declined compared to these increase, meaning that people have moved their money from vehicles where the money was sitting idle to vehicles and collective investment schemes where money is working. In our today's video, we are looking at the top 10 fixed income funds, and that will be coming to us after 3 seconds short break, so don't go away. In the meantime, as always, if the video has value, don't forget to share it to another person and engage us in the comment section. See you after 3 seconds short break. Welcome back to our continued review of the top 10 fixed income funds. Are you paying yourself first? And if so, where are you keeping what you pay yourself? Have you made yourself one of your cashiers of life? There are 35 fixed income funds under the collective investment schemes in the market. Many people know more of 10, if not more than 10 fixed income funds, and the 35 in number include the Kenya shillings fixed income funds as well as the US dollar fixed income funds, as per this schedule, which lists the 35 fixed income funds. As per the list, the following caught my eye. We have Zimele Fixed Income Fund listed number 5 in this list that is also showing their market share with respect to the total asset under management under the fixed income funds that stands at, as we had highlighted, 105.625 billion Kenya shillings. Zimele was initially a money market fund that was by 2021 before it transitions by closing the money market fund and commuting the members of the fund to a fixed income fund. We have in number 8, the Avocab Almasi Fixed Income Fund, and as we shall be seeing in the schedule of performance for the top 10 fixed income funds, this is one of the newest fixed income funds in the market, which is little highlighted, but the performance will give you a good work for your money. We have in number 13, the Etika Fixed Income Fund. 17, we have Kuza Fixed Income Fund. In 19, we have GAFCAP Fixed Income Fund. Etika again under their fixed income USD in number 22. Number 25, we have another Avocab Gao Fixed Income Fund, and we shall also be looking at these fixed income funds that caught our eye, whether they feature in the top 10 fixed income funds. And in 26, we have the Loft Cobra Fixed Income. And this is a schedule of the top 10 fixed income funds as per our analysis. At number 1, we have the Avocab Almasi Fixed Income Accumulation Fund, which is, as at to date, giving over 15% as at the close of August 2025, which is annualized to 22.50%, giving us a net or an after-tax return of 19.13%. In second position, we have the Avocab Ngao Fixed Income Distribution Fund, giving us a annualized return of 14.5%. 12.50%, which is leaving us with an net return after tax of 12.33%. In position 3, we have the Ethica Fixed Income Fund at 13.07%, leaving us with a net return of 11.11%. We have Zimele Fixed Income Funds at 12.93%. Net is 10.99%. We have NABO Africa Fixed Income Funds at 12.52%, leaving us with a 10.64%. Then we have Kuza Fixed Income Funds, giving us a 12.30% and a net of 10.46%. Then we have Britam Bond Fund, COP Bond Fund, Madison Fixed Income Funds with a net of 9.06%. And then number 10, we have Orient Ifadi Fixed Income Fund at 9.50% and a net of 8.08%. Those tax adjusted returns from the funds can also be adjusted for inflation at the prevailing rate of 4.5%, which probably will give you the resultant return that goes to grow your money, having adjusted for the value that will be eroded by inflation. But better still, think of opportunity cost, because inflation, you have little control over it because it will always happen, but you have a lot of control when it comes to opportunity cost. Looking at Ethica Capital as a fund manager, and I'm comparing the Ethica Money Market Fund and the Ethica Fixed Income Fund today, the two funds have a difference of 1% in their return, where the money market fund is giving us a 12.1%, and the fixed income fund is giving us a 13.1%, giving us a net difference of 1%. And these two funds, the Ethica Money Market Fund and the Ethica Fixed Income Fund, they are absolutely the same. The joining fee, every other feature is the same, and therefore I'm able to flex or use the flexibility of the two funds and commute $1 million or whatever sits in my money market fund to the fixed income fund and get an additional 1% return without losing liquidity or any of the good attributes that I'm enjoying with the money market fund. And also I'm maintaining the fund manager for the other factors that we need to consider as a good customer experience. $1 million moved from the money market fund at 12.01% to the fixed income fund at 13.1% will give me an extra 10,000 Kenya shillings in return compared to what I'm getting currently in my money market fund. And that is what we are talking about as opportunity cost. How much money are you leaving on the table from products that are exist within your fund manager that you are not taking up, and you are not losing any of the good features or attributes, experiences with your current fund, and especially when it comes to liquidity. That was our review of the fixed income funds, and we shall be seeing you in our next video. Thank you for watching.